Okay, and then we will have the basic understanding on the literature review, and we will go for how to start with the literature review. And then when to the literature review, in order to do literature review, you need to nak buat apa, Rashid? Literature review? Cari paper. Dah cari, and then you have to read the paper. Cari-cari simpan dekat folder saja tak ada purpose, tak dapat hasil. Okay, and then once you dah read your paper, nak buat apa pula? You need to write. Okay, paper dia ada, let's say ada 20 pages. Journal ada banyak lah normally. Kalau yang conference ataupun proceeding, it is almost dalam 6 pages. Proceeding tu dia macam your technical paper punya. That is why kita advise untuk buat 6 pages. Okay, and kalau journal dia lebih sikit lah, can be up to belas pages. So from the banyak-banyak pages tu, you need to write. You kena baca dulu, baru you boleh tulis. Macam mana nak tulis kalau you tak baca? Okay, so you need to screening dulu, screening and scanning on the literature review paper, your reference tu lah. And then you kena tulis in your own words. Tak boleh copy sebiji-sebiji. Tetapi nak tulis in your own words tu, you bolehlah copy dulu, because kita nak faham apa yang orang buat, kan? Okay, and then we go to how to write, and I will show some examples macam mana nak tulis. Okay, alright, so this is for the basics. Kenapa saya buat our slide is very colourful, macam kartun-kartun sikit? Because literature review is very serious part in writing. Okay, normally bila kita writing, people ataupun students normally start in the literature review. Sebab dia tak tahu macam mana nak summarizekan daripada paper orang yang banyak-banyak. Saya dah cari 100 pages, 100 journal dah, madam. Tapi saya tak tahu how to conclude. I don't know how to relate antara parts with the other parts. Okay, so ini adalah serious matter, critical part in your writing. Okay, and what is the literature review? A piece of academic writing demonstrating knowledge. Why I highlight this one in red font, color merah, academic writing? Because this one is published, established. Okay, dah disahkan. Dia apa ya? Di establish lah maksudnya. Bila satu paper dia dah publish dekat mana-mana, IEEE Explorer ke, Science Direct ke. Maksudnya bila kita nak hantar paper untuk publish, dia dah dibaca dan di-review. Ada reviewer, ada editor yang akan check on the knowledge, on the hasil kerja research tu lah. So ada orang dah evaluate. That is why dia dah dipublish dan di-establish, disahkan benar. Dia bukan daripada saya dapat info ni dari social media, madam. Siapa yang establish benda tu betul? Ada reviewer ke kalau dari Twitter? Tak ada kan? Okay, even kalau if you follow, contohnya follow influencer, dia ceritalah pasal benda yang very academic, tetapi dia mesti supporting by the academic writing. Dia mesti ada academic writing yang dia dah publish, dah ada reviewer, dah ada editor yang menyokong. Sebab tu dia publish dekat mana-mana journal atau conference atau proceeding lah. Alright. Academic writing demonstrating knowledge and understanding of the academic literature on a specific topic. Okay. For this literature review, it can be on a few topics related with your project title. Okay. Academic writing on a specific topic. Okay, in a context. This one is from the University of Edinburgh. And literature is actually books and writing published on a particular subject. Published, must be published. Dah diterbitkan, dah disahkan. Okay, and this one is the material about current research, theories and evidence. It can be current research, it also can be previous research, tetapi on theories is on the fundamentals, concept, and on the evidence it can be on the results established. Result yang dah researcher tu jumpa. Okay, bila dah jumpa the results, dia akan publish. Nak beritahu dekat orang, research dia ni dah jumpa on this result. Dia dah berjaya. So dia akan publish. Okay. And independent critical assessment and discourse concerning on the content. Okay, biasanya kalau satu findings dia dah publish, dia dah tak boleh publish dekat tempat lain. Dia mesti on satu paper, dia boleh hantar dekat satu publisher sahaja, satu publication lah. Okay, kalau dia nak buat another publications, dia mesti modify on the result tu. Barulah finding tu dia tak boleh establish, dia tak boleh publish dekat banyak tempat, tetapi satu finding sahaja. Okay, so kalau you jumpa tajuk yang seakan sama tapi must be different dekat dalam dia punya method, dia tak akan sama. Sekali nampak mungkin macam sama, tapi when you go deeper, you baca, oh inilah perbezaan dia. Okay, what is actually the purpose of literature review? Dah ada ke antara you guys yang dah start buat literature review? Siapa yang dah start? Can you raise up your hands? Lagi satu, Irsa, Izzuddin. Belakang Izzuddin. Okay, sana. Lagi? Okay, 1, 2. Yang lain? How about yang lain? Tengah baca. Maksudnya dah start lah cari journal related. Okey, tak apa. Dah start cari. Jangan cari dan simpan sahaja. Dia kalau cari dan simpan nanti folder banyak-banyak beratus-ratus pun tak ada function juga. Okay. And ada yang tanya saya, Madam, saya tak faham lah dengan tajuk ni. How to understand getting better in understanding on your project title. Yang belakang kenapa? Nak cakap sekali boleh datang sini? Kalau ada apa-apa nak bercerita ataupun nak tambah on the info kat sini, then you can come here. Boleh join saya kat sini. Okay? And like I said tadi, literature review is very important. Kalau kita nak tengok kerja tu bagus ataupun tidak, selain daripada we go for the findings. Finding is the result lah. Selain daripada we go for the finding, we go for the literature review. Kalau literature review dia bagus, sepatutnya kerja tu, the research, the project mesti bagus. Okay, sebab tu saya kata literature review is very serious matter. Dia boleh jadi orang start nak menulis tersangkut dekat literature review. Okay, kita boleh baca senang. Tapi you want to extract information from the published work, tak senang. And what make it more difficult is nak tulis balik based on the published work. Kita tak boleh simply you copy and paste dekat dalam your word biasa. Sebab dia akan jadi apa kalau kita ambil sebiji kerja orang? Yes. And now kita ada Turnitin because we need to know on your similarity index with others papers, others published work. Okay? Sebab tu kita tak boleh simply ambil yang orang punya dan tulis masukkan dalam kita punya. Nanti similarity akan tinggi. Okay? And for our similarity, Turnitin index is not more than 30. Tapi for my students normally must be less than 20. So I also advise you guys yang lain, kalau supervisor macam tak kisahlah, as long as dapat less than 30, please buat balik, tengok kat mana yang similarity tinggi tu, please change your sentences. Okay, make sure it is, nak selamat lah, nak selamat less than 20. Okay, less than 20. For the AI index yang artificial intelligence, you copy guna any AI software. Yang itu for our HEA kita belum ada lagi perkeliling. So yang itu kita tak boleh nak wajibkan you guys to get less than 20 ke, less than 30 ke. Tapi for mechatronic students, saya nak semua kena less than 20 juga. You tak boleh simply guna any AI tools. Kalau guna pun you need to rewrite sendiri. Tukarlah a few words dekat dalam the sentence. Okay? Alright, so this is a purpose of literature review because we want to know on the research area, on your project title. Okay? First thing, you boleh search on the Google Scholar ke on your project title yang general. Okay? And then once you get the general one, you boleh go deeper. Okay? First, recognize the area of previous scholarly explorations, meaning that you search on your project title, tengok apa yang orang dah buat, yang ada researchers dah buat based on your area. And then we want to know on the future research. Okay, normally dekat dalam publish work, publish papers, dia dah tulis dah. Okay, future recommendations. Okay, and then from their recommendations, you can use as your option. Okay, apa yang orang dah buat, dia dah nampak dah. Okay, kalau buat macam ni bermasalah. So, boleh buat tukar sikit the method. So, you boleh use the recommendations as your other options. And then, we also want to know on the research gap. Contohnya, you refer to one paper, one journal. And then, you refer to second journal. From there, you boleh nampak journal 1 cover on what area, journal 2 is on what area. So, you can do, okay, kat sini ada lompong, ada kosong. And then, you can fill in the gap. Journal 1 maybe buat method 1, journal 2 buat method 2. You can combine this method 1 and 2, boleh jadi new things dah. Okay, not necessarily you create new one, kita boleh combine. Alright. And then on the interconnections, highlight the interconnections between the selected sources. Kita boleh cari antara few sources, and then you boleh tengok sometimes on one publisher dia nak more on technical, one publisher more on concept and fundamentals. So if you refer to few sources, then you boleh nampak lah. Okay, and then on the reporting, this one is importance for you in writing your own proposal, thesis and so on lah. Alright, clarify the contributions to understand specific issues, research domain or review theories. Theories ni on the fundamental concept. For the fundamental concept, it can be, katakanlah sekarang ni you cari the paper yang related to your area around recent years. Ambil dalam 5 years plus. Ke belakang lah, ke depan tak ada lagi paper. Kan? Okay, ke belakang. So now is 2024, so kalau saya kata 5 years, it is around 2019, 2018. Please remember guys, for your reference, please at least 70 to 80% the recent one. Dalam 20% sahaja yang terkebelakang. Mungkin kenapa saya kata yang lama-lama pun boleh guna, because that one is a very fundamental concept. Mungkin yang fundamental, if you go for contohnya for vibrations ataupun dynamics, yang jumpa teknik dalam vibrations tu is the scientist pada tahun 1970. So that one you can cite. Okay, because dia yang pioneer, yang betul-betul jumpa on the method. Lepas tu, tetapi please jangan sampai 80% ambil yang tahun 70-an. Kan? So maybe dalam 20% sahaja. Other than that, you kena cari yang the recent one. Dalam 5 years back lah, plus minus. Okay? And this one is on the components of a literature review. Apa yang ada dekat dalam literature review? What are the things that you can cite about the literature review? You can cite on the objective of the literature review, and then overview of the subject. Overview of the subject is on your specific research area lah. Okay, katakanlah kalau you ada one project title. Dalam project title tu ada few area. Contohnya Izzuddin, what is your project title? Emotion recognition using brainwave detection. Okay, so dia ada 2 parts ataupun 3 parts. First is on emotion recognition. So on the literature review, dia boleh cari on emotion dulu. Okay, emotion recognition. Emotion is the human punya based on EEG brainwave kan? Okay, so first dia boleh buat on emotion based on the EEG signals. One area. Second area is emotion recognition. Okay, emotion recognition ni dia relatekan how on the brainwave dia boleh relate with the emotions. Kalau happy macam mana? Kalau anger, how will be the brainwave signal? Okay, and then goes to the signal processing, kan? Okay, so that will be around 3 research area yang besar lah. Tetapi in the satu area tu dia boleh jadi deeper. Contohnya dalam signal processing, what are the methods? Ada berapa banyak methods yang related? So you boleh pergi lagi detail. Okay, mungkin sekarang ni you tak nampak lagi on the methods because baru nak start kan, just started on the FYP. So you please do the literature review on the surface dulu. Once you go for the surface, baru you akan pergi lagi detail. Tak perlulah nak pergi terus detail. Method apa je madam ni? buku, kalau your supervisor explain pun you tak berapa nampak juga. Okay, please do on the surface, baru you boleh pergi more detail. Okay, and categorizations of the sources into supporting, opposing or differentiating arguments. This one is also important. Bila you jumpa paper orang, there will be yang bersetuju dengan kerja you, ataupun okay, you setuju dengan first journal, tetapi on the second journal you tak setuju. So you can cite on the first one, and where necessary in your literature review ataupun your discussions, you nak cite on the opposite one. So you boleh guna yang the opposite one. Okay, ataupun in the one research journal ada satu part yang you setuju, whereas the other parts you tak setuju. Then you boleh cite on the parts that you agree on the finding. Yang tak agree kita boleh bukanlah ignore, tapi kita cuma mention on the one that nak support our kerja. Literature review ni is basically nak support our finding, support our method. Okay, tak perlulah kita nak ambil yang tak support kita kan. Tapi kalau perlu yang opposite, then you can mention on the opposite one. The fourth one is examinations of its sources, uniqueness and communities with others. This one is based on the boleh kata based on the methods, okay, ataupun teknik yang digunakan. So if you read more, you will get more knowledge lah. Okay. Okay, this is on the structure of literature review. What are the contributions that constitute the literature foundations? Meaning that first dapat satu paper, you need to write, screen dulu the whole dari depan sampai belakang dia. Okay, which paper holds significance important and which one less influencer. Samalah this one. First kena baca, tengok point penting dia dekat mana. If you want to cite on the technique, so maybe you need to highlight on the methodology part. Okay, if you want to highlight on the findings, then you use the arguments dekat dalam result and discussions, kan? Dia ada methods ataupun dia ada sections by sections that you can cite. Okay, prevalence assumptions among on the papers under review. Sometimes when we have few related papers, contohnya you ada 5 papers. Kalau nak buat macam Izzuddin tadi, signal processing, so you boleh cari 5 related papers dan mungkin daripada 5 tu dia punya finding is almost similar. So you boleh cite kan 5 ni in one argument. Dalam satu statement you boleh cite paper 1 to paper 5 because dia punya finding sama. Dia bersetuju bersama-sama. Okay? And present shortcoming, errors and outstanding questions as you observe them. Bila kita dah baca orang punya kerja, baca dan fahamlah maksudnya. It is not just you read and you understand what they have doing. Okay, and kita akan nampak, oh, bila guna teknik ni it is not suitable with this number of data, with this experiment, then you need to choose another method, another technique. Okay, and this one is F, networking linkages to other subject area. It is also important when you do separate literature review for each of the area for your final year project. Kita kena, in your writing nanti, you have to relate one area with another. Jadi tak adalah cerita tu macam tak synchronize, kan? Dia ada mungkin satu project, your project tu ada 3 area. So you need to synchronizekan penceritaan. Okay? And that one has the focus predominantly lean toward empirical or theoretical aspect. This is literature review also important bila kita nak cite on your method, your technique. That one is on the fundamental concept lah. And the one fundamental concept lah yang I mentioned tadi, from the paper might be daripada tahun yang beberapa belas tahun lama, because that method ataupun teknik is established ataupun finding by researchers from the bertahun-tahun lama dah, that one. Okay. Okay, this is on the steps in writing literature review. So now, how many of you dah buat all these 4 steps? Satu, orang yang sama je angkat tangan ni, macam mana? Cik nampak anak-anak saya je ni, anak-anak lain Belah sini. Okay. Ada tak antara your supervisor yang langsung tak bagi tahu, please find literature review paper? Ada tak? Ada tak? Is there any one of you yang supervisor langsung tak support on paper journal? Ada ke tak? Tak ada. Maksudnya supervisor dah suruh baca dah, tetapi kita yang tak baca. Sangat jujur. Bagus sebenarnya jujur. Jadi saya tak bolehlah pergi pesan dekat supervisor, tolong suruh anak-anak baca. Sebab sekarang ni you guys yang tak baca. Okay, please ya everyone, for this literature review, tolong jangan tunggu sampai dah nak submit proposal baru nak buat. Kalau macam tu memang you akan rasa very terbeban. Okay, please start from now, start from the beginning. Setiap minggu maybe kalau saya nak 5 every week. For your supervisor, mungkin supervisor you baik nak 1 je. Tapi kalau nak 1 je, kalau 8 minggu baru dapat 8. I mention tadi I want at least 15. So mungkin 2 ataupun 3 per week. Okay? Please ya everyone, jangan start bila dah hujung. And lagi satu, this lecture review is important because you need to understand on your project title. Jangan tunggu supervisor untuk explain one by one. It is you yang kena explore by yourself. How to explore? How to get the informations? Informations pun kena dapat informations yang the true one, yang established. Okay, from the literature review lah. Okay, first is the resources. Okay, yang hari tu kita tengok in the PITA, utilize library catalogs, database. Okay, this one is we can relate with the reference management. Suppose you kena belajar dulu how to do the reference management. And for FYP, kita encourage you guys untuk guna Mendeley. I'm not sure on the Mendeley installer sama ada PITA will provide ataupun you need to find at your own. Okay, please awal-awal jangan tunggu bila dah tengah semester dah dapat beberapa journal baru nak guna Mendeley. Please explore on the Mendeley. Yeah. And EndNote dulu. Sekarang Mendeley. Dah install EndNote ke? Actually kalau you prefer to use EndNote, then you can proceed with the EndNote lah. Okay, tak semestinya saya kata wajib guna Mendeley. It just kalau yang top for the PITA reference management, diorang akan explain on the Mendeley. If you want to use EndNote, then you may suruh dia explain juga. Suppose diorang tahu je pun. Okay, on the EndNote. Kita ada few jugalah. And once you have the resources, dah tahu dah kat mana nak cari the resources. Kalau open resources, you can go for Google Scholar. That one is a very simple one, yang paling senang. Please do not use Google only. Jangan guna Google. Kalau you Google, dia akan keluar macam-macam website, macam-macam sources. Okay, please go for Google Scholar. Yang paling senang lah. Google Scholar, and then please find for the resources yang ada PDF. Why? Because later in your reference management, you need to import the PDF. Okay, kena masukkan yang ada PDF. Senang nanti you nak cari dia punya related detail informations. Contoh, the full title, name of the authors, years, publication, publisher, and pages. Itu antara info yang kena ada when you cite a reference. Dekat dalam satu reference citations tu kena ada full information dia. Sometimes bila kita import, when we import, yang belakang kenapa? Lapar pula. Saya tak bawa makanan. Kalau stay bersembang, nanti saya panggil duduk depan ni. Nak lagi best duduk sebelah saya ni. Okay. This talk is for you guys ya, for reference. This one is ada markah tak bila writing? Bila in your proposal akan ada markah in your literature review part. Sebab tu kita bagi talk yang kita bagi ni, it is untuk for your own use sebenarnya. Macam mana nak tulis, nanti talk on methodology, macam mana nak report on methodology. Okay. Kalau rasa sekarang tak penting, tapi nanti masa nak tulis proposal baru rasa, oh ini yang madam cerita hari tu. Okay. Alright, so resources and then go for read. When you have the resources, dah dapat cari yang ada PDF. Okay, bila nak import, sometimes bila kita import direct to EndNote, direct to Mendeley, dia tak capture all the informations. Kadang-kadang title dia tak tulis full. Bila title tak tulis full, bila kita export to the citation dekat dalam paper, dia tak keluar full dia punya title. Ataupun the title dia keluar capital letter, which is that one is wrong in writing style for citation. Pukul berapa sekarang? Apa? Bas UiTM penuh. Okay, dia buat cerita sedih. Duduk depan, jangan duduk belakang-belakang. Alright. So, the resources. Please, you kadang-kadang bila kita import to your reference management, dia tak capture all the detailed information. So, you need to fill in. How to fill in? Sebab tu kena ada the PDF file. Sebab sometimes kalau dia tak ada tahun, then you can refer to PDF file. First pages tu normally ada all the informations. Ada tahun, ada publisher and PP. PP is on the pages. Kalau you tak ada the PDF, then you cannot get the detail on the pages kan. Okay, if you have the PDF file, then kalau the information is not captured in the reference management, then you need to key in manually. Every time you export, you import or export into the Mendeley, then you need to check all the details. Okay, setiap kali buat, terus check. Kalau awal-awal terus buat macam tu, then should be no problem. Tetapi, normally students dia awal-awal ni dia just import biasa je. Last kali bila dah nak submit, barulah supervisor check why the information is not full. Tahun tak ada, okay, and the pages tak ada, barulah pening nak mencari. Kalau ada PDF, then you can carilah. Kalau PDF tak ada, dah satu hal nak cari the file balik. Okay, so from the beginning sekarang terus start with all the related information yang perlu. Okay, once you dah dapat the resources, then you need to read lah. You need to read on the sources yang ada. Baca, mungkin first time baca pening. You need to read few times on the respective journal. Kalau baca sekali tak faham, tak apa. Tak semua orang faham pun kalau sekali baca. As for me pun, if I get one journal, you tak boleh expect that you will understand others people work in a half an hour. Mana kita nak faham kerja orang, dia dah buat bertahun kot dia kerja, and then memang susah nak faham, especially on the technical part. Okay, and then clarify on your subject and review scope. What you need to observe, apa yang you nak focus on the specific paper, goes area by area. Okay, segmented on your literature review. Maybe this week you want to focus on the method, so you baca on the method. Okay, next week you want to focus on the findings, and then you refer. Maybe you can refer to same paper, tapi kali ni you tengok on the result pula. Yang tadi you tengok on methodology part. Okay, and number 4, join the pieces. Let's say you refer to 5 papers on the methodology. Okay, yang ini guna method ni, second paper guna what method, other methods, and then kerja kita is when we want to do the literature review, you combine what are the all findings from the all journals yang you refer. Okay, join the pieces. Dia macam main puzzle lah. Okay, kita dah faham part A, faham part B, faham journal A, researcher B, and then okay, you boleh relate. Okay, yang ini buat macam ni, yang ini buat this one. So when we combine these two, you can get another new method mungkin. Okay, alright. So how to read? Okay, tadi cakap lapar kan, ni saya dah tunjuk makanan. Okay, define the area of interest. Okay, from your project title, please divide into several area. Focus on specific area. Kalau you nak buat sekaligus semua tu satu projek, mungkin projek masing-masing agak panjang sebab supervisor semua very expert. So tajuk akan jadi macam very technical. So please segregate into few area. Pecahkan kepada beberapa area. Barulah you tak pening. Okay, and focus. Minggu ni nak fokus on first part dulu. Minggu depan fokus on the second part. Okay, for example, this one we have fast food industries. Okay, and our kalau tengok on the pink, kita tengok yang pink one. Pink is on the title. Your project title, which is for fast food industry, is the Zinger. That one is a burger. Lapar lah pula kan? Ya, saya pun lapar ni ha. Okay, for Zinger Burger, pasti semua pergi McD dah boycott. Burger King kat mana sini? KFC pun boycott. Mary Brown lah. Okay, alright. So Zinger Burger, ataupun we also have Colonel Burger, kan? But then in your title, sini dulu. Okay, in your title, focus on Zinger Burger. Selain daripada your title, yes, yang atas. Okay, rather than your project title ataupun your technique, yang ni method lah. We can say the pink one is on your method sebab dah spesifik kan. Okay, tetapi there is also other methods. For that, you can do the literature review for your methods yang warna pink dekat tengah. And also you can compare with the Colonel tu. You can compare the Zinger Burger with the Colonel Burger. And for sure, we want to highlight what is the best for the Zinger Burger, because that one will be our title kan. Kenapa kita nak highlight on Colonel lagi sedap from Zinger kalau kita nak buat pasal Zinger Burger? Betul tak? So that's the cara dia lah. Okay, you can read on both, tetapi please find on the arguments that support on your title. Okay, your area. That one is on burger. So if you go deeper, first thing is kita boleh pergi at very surface, fast food industry. Lepas tu dia ada apa? McD, Burger King and the KFC. Lepas tu go deeper lagi, okay, what are that? Burger. Ada, selain daripada the burger menu, they also have the chicken, drinks and other desserts lah. Ada pie, ada ice cream. Sedapnya ice cream. Okay, so from the area, you can go to your specific topic. Okay, and then we can go more deeper is a Zinger Burger. Maybe boleh tahu dekat dalam Zinger Burger what are all the recipe, what are elements yang ada. Ada sauce, ada roti, ada dia punya patty, sayur. Okay, so this is contoh. Okay, you have the area, you go for specific topic, you have your title. Okay, please do your literature review on segmentations. Buat area by area. Maksudnya kalau minggu ni you nak fokus on one part, minggu depan you fokus on the other part. Jangan buat one part tu sampai ke habis FYP 1. So nanti you expert on satu area sahaja. Okay. And this one is also very important from the source or information's reference. This one must be very published and established lah, yang reliable. Okay. It can be from the online database, from Scopus. This one is the publisher. Okay, Google Scholar. Normally students will use Google Scholar. As for me pun saya biasa guna Google Scholar. Okay, Google Scholar is lagi reliable from Google. Please do not use Google. Sebab if you search anything in Google, dia akan bagi you go to website lah, go to benda-benda yang tak reliable mungkin. Okay, forum. Yang forum tu siapa je yang komen? Okay, kalau profesor punya forum mungkin kita boleh percaya. Okay, and we have the primary source, secondary source and the tertiary source. Normally we go for primary source. Primary source is the journals, proceeding and publish in journals ataupun conferences lah. Okay, and the secondary source is the review articles, meta-analysis, monograph on a specific subject. The manual can also be on this secondary source. Maybe some of you ada buat project ataupun research title on specific methods yang guna certain equipment. So on the equipment you kena refer to manual. Manual yang kadang-kadang eksperimen boleh buat dekat dalam lab kan, ada you guna equipment kan. So you refer on the equipments. What on the methodology kena guna apa-apa punya setting. So you can cite on the manual as well. Tetapi the manual tu kena yang di-establish lah. yang publish. Kalau manual tu yang you buat sendiri, technician that buat sendiri, tak achieve pula. Okay. And third one is on the theory source. The theory ni agak jarang kita guna, tetapi you can use. Normally dalam textbook, newspaper, magazines. Okay. Yang newspaper or magazines, kalau on the title yang very interesting, dia ada. Siapa buat EEG, ada jumpa on the magazine. Okay, so you can use that one as well. Kalau textbook, it is on the fundamental concept. Contohnya vibrations ataupun dynamics yang you have formula that you need to refer, then you can use that one on the textbook. Okay, yang tepi-tepi dalam awan ni is the sources. You can use research kit, and if hard copy, if you want to use the buku hard copy from the library pun, you can use that one. Okay, tapi sekarang ni most of the books dia dah ada e-books ataupun published books. So benda yang sama juga. So if that one, I advise you guys untuk guna yang online version lah kalau buku. Okay. Alright. So this is, we go deeper on the paper. Look for paper within the area. The area is not your topic. Your topic title, there might be ada few areas. Okay. And two types of paper, technical paper. The technical is on the, might be on the conference or the proceeding. And the second one is on the review paper. What are the difference between number 1 and number 2? Nampak macam sama. Tetapi yang number 1 is on the technical paper or the research paper is on the findings. On the researcher's finding. Apa result yang dia dapat? So that one dia akan publish dekat dalam conference and journal. Sama juga for review paper, this one pun it can be on the conference ataupun journal. But then for the technical paper or research paper is on the finding, dalam result dia, method yang dia dapat, and then what are the results. For the review paper, normally the researcher dia publish on the paper yang dia review few papers orang. Contohnya dia review 30 paper. Dia review paper-paper orang and then dia tulis. Itu sahaja. Sebenarnya itu lagi susah. Sebab dia nak kena fahamkan all the others researcher work and then they come up with one solution. Bukan solution lah, one conclusion. Itu lagi susah. Okay, review paper. The review paper dia tak ada dia own finding. Dia cuma cite others paper, conclude on that. Bukan criticize lah, dia highlightkan what are the importance paper ni apa, and then from all the papers yang dia cite tu, dia come out with satu conclusion. Okay, for review paper. And then also you can refer on the thesis lah, the thesis yang dah siap, yang dah ada the result. Okay, faham tak on this one? Normally kita refer to number 1. Number 2 ada juga, tapi biasanya for the review paper number 2, dia punya bahasa tu agak susah nak faham. Saya sendiri pun sometimes when I will refer to some papers, the review papers, dia punya penceritaan dia agak technical, very technical. Okay, sebab dia refer, dia conclude on several other researchers punya work. Okay, and for that researcher, very good one. Kita nak conclude kerja orang, mestilah kita betul-betul faham kerja orang kan. Okay, for number 1, they conclude on their own work sahaja. Okay. Alright, so this is look for paper within the area. Okay, the main section is available. Okay, once you get your paper ataupun research journal, article, tengok how many sections that they have. You want to highlight ataupun you want to find the one that support you on introductions, then you may cite on the introduction part. Okay, and then please baca what are being discussed. Okay, goes for each sections yang ada. Number 1 normally introduction. Yes, what is the time now?
Saya dah datang tadi, betul saya tinggal laptop je.
Okay, so sit in front. Depan. Yes. Okay. JK Disiplin, nanti please take note nama yang datang agak lambat, and inform to your coordinator Lati. Okay, so first is you need to go through all the sections available. Normally we have introductions. Dekat atas, before introductions, first is you have the title. After that you go for the abstract. After the abstract you will have the introduction normally. After introductions kita akan ada what? Section 2 is on literature review. Okay, section 3 normally dia ada theoretical background, ataupun if not theoretical background then goes to methodology. Okay, after that is on the result and discussions, then conclusion. Okay, and in the conclusion must have the future recommendations, meaning that you dah buat your kerja, dah tahu dah the outcomes, and then recommendations is kalau buat cara ni dapat result macam ni, so you recommendkan others untuk guna method lain ataupun increasekan what else, what not in your experiment contohnya. But then you tak sempat nak buat that one, scope dah cukup, so you advise kan for other researcher yang baca your kerja tu, okay, dia suggestkan buat cara macam ni to overcome the problem contohnya. Okay, and baca all the sections, what are being discussed in each of the sections, and how the literature is written for the specific paper. Okay, dia sidekan paper orang macam mana. Sometimes ada jenis paper yang encourage ataupun dia very neutral. Okay, ada juga paper yang strongly agree ataupun disagree. Okay, so please once dah dapat the paper, go through, tengok how many sections, what are being discussed in each of the sections. If you want to, let's say for the area you nak focus on the technique, so you go for methodology. Okay, go for the methodology for few reference paper. Okay, this one is a paper within the area. We have the Pergamon and also the Elsevier. These two is among publisher yang agak famous jugalah. Okay, let's say we have here the first paper is on state of the art electrical discharge machining. Okay, we have the EDM. And then the second one is you compare between state of art in wire electrical discharge machining. They almost similar title tetapi berbeza teknik dia. Okay, so you can compare these two. Contohnya lah, nanti please note down on your own title. Lepas tu you search for related journal related with your title. Okay, look for paper within the area. Example of this one is kalau paper review. Macam tadilah review few researchers kerja. Dia akan tulis on the title normally a review of ataupun recent advances on. Maksudnya what are the published work and then they conclude. Okay, state of the art, recent development, critical issues, ataupun dia tulis on the area topic, lepas tu a review. Normally A dengan G lah kalau on review paper. Normally dia akan tulis on the review paper because kita nak reader untuk tahu that paper is on the literature review, on the review paper. Maksudnya dia tak ada their own finding, dia cuma state and conclude on others finding. Okay. Okay, what have been done? You have the topic, then you need to find out the content. Then what you need to do is you have to read. Okay, read and then understand how they did it. Writing style, presentations of the content. Presentation is the content is very important because you need to understand. Let's say you read one paper, so you need to understand on the presentations of the content. Dekat dalam introductions dia ada apa, and then goes for the literature review, dia akan cite others paper. Lepas tu goes for the methodology. Okay, and for the conclusions. The result first, baru pergi on the conclusions. Okay, so this one is selecting suitable journal and reference. Okay, samalah macam tadi. You go for the title. Lepas tu, after the title, we have the apa? Abstract. Dekat bawah abstract ada apa? Kat tulis bawah tu normally. Yes, that keyword. And that keyword is the related words that you can use bila you nak cari some other paper yang related with the title. Same goes nanti when you have to write for your own proposal or your own technical report for the abstract. Okay, you must have your keyword. In the proposal, dia tak tulis abstract. I think dalam your template dia tulis project summary. That one is sama dengan the abstract. Okay, in the project summary ataupun the abstract must have your scope, your introductions lah, problem statement, your scope, and goes for your technique. Technique is the methodology. Okay, and then goes for your significant finding ataupun your significant result. Okay, in the abstract normally mesti ada. Okay, one more thing, normally dalam abstract ada juga dia letak objective. Kalau ayat yang the aims, the purpose, that one is on the objective. And also the objective will be highlight and explain more in the introduction. Okay, the last sentence, dia tak semestinya the last sentence lah, might be on one paragraph ke dia explain on the purpose. Okay, and then once you dah baca on the abstract and the introductions, then normally we go for the result and conclusion, because kita nak faham what are their work, what have they concluded. Okay, and if you want to find information on the methodology, then you may go for their methodology punya part lah. Okay, alright, so this is a contoh for abstract. Tadi I did mention what should be have in the abstract. Basically from the abstract you akan nampak roughly idea what is the paper is all about. Okay, it has the tetapi please remember ya, in the abstract kita tak ada letak citations. Abstract is basically on your own words, your own finding. Kita tak ada cite mana-mana paper in the abstract. If you want to cite others paper, then please put dalam introductions or dalam literature review. Okay, if methodology and result and discussions, conclusion boleh letak. Okay, dalam abstract there is no citations. Okay, this one contohnya. Okay, some part of the introductions is for the objective. So first you baca, find the objective. Normally dekat dalam abstract dah ada sikit sentence, and then in the introductions dia ada explain or elaborate more on the objective. Okay, this is cara tulis by Niwa dalam kurungan 5 and Yahagi et al. Et al ni, if you have for the researcher more than 6 people, more than 6 name, then dia akan tulis Yahagi et al. But then for engineering style, normally kita tak tulis nama Yahagi et al tu, kita tak ada. Okay, by Niwa 5-8, maksudnya ada 2 paper lah. Okay, no, bukan 5-8. Kalau 5-8 meaning that 5 to 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 close bracket 8, maksudnya paper 5 and paper 8. Okay, okay, this one is on the screening on abstract. Sangat jarang abstract ditulis macam ni. Okay, purpose, and then goes for methodology. Finding is on the result. Research limitations is on the scope. Okay, kita tak guna style tulis macam ni. Tapi if you want to do your screening and reading, please be able to extract informations from the papers by this way lah. Okay, you need to find purpose dia apa, what are the methodology yang dia apply in the research paper, and what are the results that they have found, and might be state on the scope. Limitations is on the scope, and that one yang bawah tu adalah on the keyword. Okay, okay, this is one way to do read and what to capture. You boleh tulis in terms of these types of table. Okay, tetapi please remember this type of table is only for your own understanding. Do not use this type of table in your writing. Dekat dalam proposal tak boleh letak table macam ni for your literature review chapter. Mesti tulis in paragraph. This one is only for your own record, your own understanding sahaja. Okay. If you do like this, if you put in table, then you can get on the method, parameter, result. Kita boleh tengok what are the similarities among all other papers. Okay. Yang bawah ni pun sama, tapi yang atas it is lagi better because it has the author column. Okay, yang bawah tu tak ada author. Okay, this one pun sama, it put on the topics. Okay, normal, number 1 is a normal EDM, number 2 is dry, and then we go deeper, micro EDM and compare. What are the parameters? Parameters is from the method lah, ataupun boleh combine methods and parameter punya column, boleh jadikan satu. Because that one, the parameter kita apply dalam methodology kan. Okay. Okay, this one is another way you put it in mind map, because we want to understand what are the papers cerita. Apa paper tu cerita? What are the journal outcome dia? Okay, so you can put it in this mind map ataupun table. I think table is better kan? Mind map ni kalau you suka contoh-contoh, then you can put it in mind map lah. Okay, this is important one. Sebab tu tulis important reminder ni kan. Okay, you will dealing with large number of references. Mula-mula sekarang ni memanglah rasa 5 je, so senang je lah nak cite, senang je bila kita nak insert citations in your writing. But then FYP1 you might get until 2025 reference. Nanti later in FYP2 you can use the same references, tapi you might also find add on some more references. So mungkin boleh pergi sampai 40. Ada my students yang buat sampai 70 to 80 punya reference. So bila you nak buat manually one by one, dia akan jadi a bit tedious lah. So that is why you need reference management. See, the purpose of reference management tool to organize references and to handle citations during writing. Okay, in your reference management nanti, please I'm not sure kalau yang sekarang punya Mendeley macam mana. Use IEEE punya setting style writing. Okay, because now we will use IEEE in the proposal template. I think kami belum update lagi on the IEEE style writing. Okay, so sekarang previous semester kita tak pakai IEEE. For this, starting this semester we will use IEEE style writing. Okay. You can set that one in your reference management lah. Okay, it is either you can use Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote ataupun ada lagi. Tapi tak perlulah guna yang tak ramai pakai. Nanti kalau you nak minta kawan-kawan ajar ke kawan tengokkan dia susah pula. So guna yang ramai orang guna lah. Okay, Mendeley and EndNote. Alright, so saya nak tunjuk, this one is sebenarnya Dato' bawa example. Okay, this is like tadi, I mentioned that you can cite on book, publish book. Okay, this one is on book. Cara tulis dia, check on the details. This one, kalau buku JK author ni apa? The author's name. Okay, and yang ada in the Thomas Trophy tu, title of chapter in the book. Please everyone, sometimes when you straight away import from the Google Scholar ataupun dari mana-mana sources, kalau the title put it in capital letter, sometimes when we import into your reference management, Mendeley or EndNote, dia capture in capital letter juga. Tetapi that style of writing is wrong for IEEE format. So you kena betulkan manually, tulis dalam bentuk tulisan nama macam ni lah. Capital letter for each front punya huruf sahaja. Okay, tolong check. Kalau you tak check, nanti bila you cite, your reference tu dia akan jadi semua huruf besar. Kalau saya akan pangkah. Kenapa huruf besar? Please check on your citation style writing. Okay, and then yang italic ni, title of published book. This one is on the buku ataupun on the publisher. It can be on the publisher also. Lepas tu dia ada semualah year, PP is the pages. Kalau only site on chapter, then it has the pages. Kalau it is on the whole book, dia tak ada pages lah. Okay. Yang bawah ni dia ada PP. Okay. Second one, we go for proceeding and journal. This one yang normally kita pakai lah. You akan jumpa proceeding and journal. Dia ada two style, one with DOI. I think sekarang ni most of you akan pakai yang ada DOI. Okay, first we go for the one yang without the DOI. Sama je cara tulis dia, title of the paper, and then the athlete one is under name of the conference ataupun the publisher. Okay, and must have on the tahun, and finally letak on the pages, the PP. Meaning that kalau for the example yang ni, A. Amador Perez, that one, analysis of CPW feed annular slot ring antenna using DOE. The paper is only from pages 4301 until 4304. Maksudnya dalam 4 helai je paper dia. Okay. If the conference proceeding ataupun the journal that you refer have DOI number, DOI number ni apa? Apa benda tu? YC ke? DOI number is the published number. Okay, normally kalau kita ada the DOI number, you copy the DOI number, put it in Google Scholar ke, dia akan pergi terus on the direct paper. Okay, sebab tu penting dia DOI number. If your journal, kalau you cari and then ada DOI number, please record on that. Masukkan dekat dalam the reference management tu as well. Okay, sebab nanti when you want to refer, nak cari balik senang. Just copy on the DOI number. And that one will be unique for each of the journal. Dia takkan sama dengan journal orang lain. Okay, so if you have the DOI number, just put DOI number after the pages, hujung tu. Okay, and I will share this slide with you guys. I'm not sure yang MEC dah dapat ke tak, sebab Dr. Neo dah minta dengan saya. And for MEK nanti I will share, because this one you might use and refer how to cite for these types of paper. Kalau conference macam mana, journal and conference sama. Kalau buku lain. Okay, and it is also important, this one dia ada Julai. Kalau dia ada volume, that one pun you should put before the tahun. Okay, if you have the volume, normally journal dia ada volume, tahun, lepas tu volume dia berapa. Okay. Okay, this one yang I mention just now tadi, if you refer to manual. Okay, contohnya you pakai apa-apa equipment in the lab, lepas tu ada manual kan. Okay, the manual said that the setting must be this range, within this range. Frequency mesti value ni sahaja. Okay, so you may use this manual, the manual, as your reference juga. Okay, sebenarnya dia bukan you nak kata, bukan you pandai-pandai sendiri untuk letakkan on certain setting. Refer, because you refer to manual kan. Normally kalau kita put it as a reference, tak ada orang akan argue lah. Okay, kalau orang tanya kenapa you guna this frequency value, so you refer to the manual. Okay, and you use the same experiment, you use the same equipment, so the manual said that the value must be within certain range. Okay, actually bila you pergi deeper, nak cari the theoretical, mestilah ada dia punya fundamental concept kenapa dia datang with the certain value. Okay, tapi you can also refer to the manual as the reference lah. This is how to write for the manual, and please for the manual it must be the one that published, bukan manual yang lab tu buat sahaja, sebab dia tak ada publish kat mana-mana, so dia macam tak reliable sangat lah. Okay, so this is how to write for the manual. The author, name of the company, city of the company. That one is contohnya kalau UiTM Shah Alam, lab apa-apa, so you must put that one. Okay, name of the manual ataupun handbook, and then the year. Okay, year yang dia publish lah. Kalaupun the manual is not published on the online, tetapi if katakanlah for our lab tapi ada logo UiTM, maksudnya dia dah publish in UiTM, so you can use that one as well. Maksud saya kena ada endorse dari mana-mana. Kalau endorse by engineering school, then you can use lah. Kalau tak ada endorse by mana-mana, so that one is not reliable. Okay, this one is if you refer to thesis. Sometimes when you search for your project title or area, specific area, you can get the straight away to a specific thesis. Okay, so kalau you guna that one, then you can also cite on thesis and dissertations. Okay, thesis ni tak semestinya on research for PhD students, for master students, for degree students pun boleh, as long as it is already completed. Okay, for the thesis. This is cara tulis for the thesis. Dia tak samalah. For the thesis, there will be no volume. Sebab dia tak ada volume yang keberapa. Okay, for the thesis. Dia straight away tulis on the thesis. Lepas tu, abbreviations of the department. Maksudnya dia graduate from university mana. School apa. Dia university mana. And then on the tahun. Okay. Okay, lastly is on the website. Websites ni, make sure you use website yang reliable and established. This one normally kalau kita guna for on standards. Kalau standards tu dia tak ada establish mana-mana, tetapi dia ada mention on the specific websites. Kena websites yang reliable lah, tak boleh website yang shop sendiri punya website. Okay, for the website must have the name. Okay, and then the website page title dia tu. Okay, and then that one is on the website title. Kalau this one, the first one is on the CNN contohnya. So CNN is the established one. So bolehlah refer. Okay, kalau tak ada established mana-mana, so it is not advisable to use the website. Okay, access, when is the date you access, and then put it the link to the website. Okay. Okay, so next one we go for writing the literature review. Okay, first is for the directions. You need to set for your own directions how to write. Okay, normally supervisor tak ada bagi tahu, okay, tulis macam ni, start dari sini. Tak ada kan? Supervisor mesti kata, go read, find literature review and write. Kan? Okay, so you need to set for your own directions how to write, how to start. You ada few area for your project title. Nak start with area depan ke area belakang, depend on you. Penceritaan dia macam mana. Okay, and for directions, the story of your whole overall project. Remember, literature ni kan dia punya sastra punya literature, sastra kan. Okay, so you decided for your own how to write for your own cerita. Okay, what you want to highlight, what are or is the issues. Okay, this is you set for your own. And then for the literature review, yang dekat atas sembang-sembang apa? Sekejap, saya rasa tak banyak dah ni. Sikit aja lagi. Okay, this please ya everyone, this one penting sebab nanti you need to know nak tulis macam mana. Kalau supervisor you baik hati, dia akan ajarlah one by one. If not, normally, kalau macam saya pun, dengar tak kat lecture series? Habis tu dah explain kan kat lecture series? Okay, so this is very important sebab kenapa kita nak you guys tahu macam mana cara nak tulis. This one yang akan menentukan your project tu menarik ataupun tidak untuk dibaca. Okay, how to write for the literature review? Please, concise and sufficiently minimum. Kenapa? We don't want you to, katakanlah for one paper, one journal, you nak cite the whole paragraph. Satu paragraph you nak ambil. Satu paragraph tu ada 5 sentences. So, please avoid doing that. Tak perlulah nak cite sepanjang-panjangnya daripada satu paper tu. Because nanti kita akan check your similarity. Kalau you cite terlalu banyak, similarity dia akan tinggi lah. Okay, so please fahamkan from one paragraph, make it your own word. Satu atau dua sentence dah cukup. Okay, avoid repetitions. If you dah cite dekat dalam paragraf atas, first segment, second segment ataupun second sections, do not macam mana nak kata ya, tak perlulah nak repeat balik the whole sentences. Okay, normally for one paper kita cuma cite in our let's say in introductions you dah cite paper A. Dalam literature review you cite lagi paper A 2 or 3 times. Lepas tu dalam methodology you cite lagi the same paper. Please avoid doing that. Okay, tak perlulah nak cite paper yang sama several times. Cukup satu atau dua kali is enough. Okay. And then for this logic sama juga with the directions. You arrange the story appropriately. Nak cerita daripada your area, daripada depan ke belakang ke, depends, up to you. You set your own. And then for presentation, use correct language, creative and attractive sentences. If necessary, include table, graph or figures. If you include this table, graph or figures, make sure you have citation. Let's say you refer some figure from one journal. Satu figure from journal 1. Make sure you have citations at the figure. Because that one is not your own table, not your own figure. You ambil dari orang punya, kan? So you need to cite that one. Okay? Okay, so this is what makes a literature review. Precisely defines the scope under examinations, and it comprises all significant and pertinent literature, meaning that you need to understand what you read and then you go for what you write. Okay, maintain up-to-date references. Tadi I did mention on the references, at least dalam 70 to 80% mesti up-to-date, 5 years back lah. If it is very fundamental, might be sampai tahun 80-an, tapi please not more than 20%. Satu, dua paper, tiga pun okey lah, tapi jangan banyak sangat on the fundamentals yang terlalu lama tu. Okay? Offers a perceptive analysis of the concept and conclusions within the literature, meaning that you need to read and understand on the paper that you read. Okay? Highlight both communities and differences, meaning that yang number 5 and 6 ni is you read several papers and then you highlight which one is apa yang sama. That paper, what is the difference and what is the communities among the papers. Okay. Alright. So this is example. Okay, this one is how to write for literature review. Normally literature review must be in chapter. Ngantuk, lapar, semua ada. Okay, tak apa, lepas ni pergi makan nasi ayam. Alright, so chapter 2 must be on literature review. You tak boleh lari on literature review. You must have literature review in your own proposal, your own technical paper, your own thesis nanti. Okay, this is how to write literature review. If chapter 2, then you can put this one is in separate area. Okay, 2.1 is a micro EDM. And 2.2 dia pergi deeper, micro EDM with electrostatic induction feeding machine. Okay, nampak tak cara tulis dia? Okay, you can have each segment under 2.1. Dia ada 2.11, 2.12, 2.13 and 2.14. Kalau dia nak segmentkan for each lah. Okay, this one you need to decide at your own how to be your own literature review. Okay. Alright, so this is kalau dia cite from paper yang ada figures. Okay, this one. Okay, if you look at this one here, discharge durations on this graph. Okay, figure 1.8 refer by the from the citations number 39. Okay, you must cite on the paper. You ambil gambar ni daripada siapa? Okay, if this one in figures lah. If table, then you put in the table citation. Okay, this one is if you go more deeper on the literature review. For example, this one, kalau tengok dekat sini, Toast and Vibrates. In 1996, dia ada paper number 10. Okay, and we go to 1997, dia ada 3 papers. Okay, this one dia concludekan ataupun dia gabungkan all the papers according to the year. Okay. And this is also very important for you guys. Let's say now you are in week 4, kan? Betul tak? Week 4. So week 4, how many literature reviews yang you dah buat? 7. Lagi? Wow, 10. Dah faham semua ke? Kumpul je dulu. Okay, if you are already in 5 to 10 tu dah okay. If none, belum start lagi literature review, madam, so you are in slightly bit trouble lah. Okay, please, siapa yang belum ada lagi on the literature review, please start. Okay, because literature review ni orang lain tak boleh buat for you. You have to do by your own. You need to get the understanding by your own. Okay, so this one yang you tengok, this pyramid here is, now let's say if you said that you have 10, might be you dah dekat stage yang kedua. Okay, and if you go deeper, let's say you have 1 paper. Hari tu ada yang tanya saya, mana Haris? Amir? Okay, nasib baik anak ada kat situ kan. Nasib lah ya jadi anak saya asyik kena panggil je. Okay, so hari tu these 2 gentlemen come and see me, madam, how to cite paper? Okay, saya kata once you go for first paper, let's say you ada satu paper you baca, and that paper is actually, contohnya you have this paper 2005 by Zhang et al. Okay, kalau ada et al ni meaning that the names in the paper must be more than 6. Okay, dia baca paper number 34 ni, this number 34, and then when dia baca this number 34, dia jumpa one citation paper number 36. Number 36 ni, so dia pergi pula number 36, meaning that from the surface dia turun dah tu a deeper one. Dia pergi paper yang kedua ni, number 36, 38 and 33. Paper ni mungkin dia jumpa in the paper number 23 and 34. Lepas tu bila dia baca the next stage tu, dia jumpa lagi the next paper which bring you to the upper level. Apa maksudnya ni, kita tengok kotak balik lah. Maksudnya you pergi lagi deeper. Okay, from there you jumpa lagi next paper. You baca lagi the paper 37, 35 and 28. Might be dia bawa you to the next level lagi deeper. From one stage to another, you boleh pergi to the most deepest one. Maksudnya when you achieve yang paling atas sini is the one that at the very below one, you dah pergi lagi narrow. Nampak tak? Daripada wider surface area, you boleh pergi to more narrow area, lagi spesifik. Okay, how to get to the specific one kalau you tak start lagi from the surface? Okay, please do not to expect that you can get to the most specific area kalau you tak start with the surface one. Okay, please fahamkan on the surface, only then you can go to the specific area on your specific topic lah. Okay, and for the paper that you want to review, you boleh guna the one that you jumpa dekat dalam the paper. Contohnya you jumpa dekat paper yang paling bawah, dia bring you to the upper level. Lepas tu from that one, dia jumpa the reference, you pergi dekat the next level lagi. By doing that, you will go for a very specific area. Dah expert dah kalau dapat capai dekat yang paling atas ni. Okay, alright. Okay, is it clear? Laju je, semua orang dah lapar tak sabar nak balik. Okay, so we are now in 11:30. Is there any question from you guys? Laju je semua orang kan? Okay, so for, yes?
Untuk this FYP right, untuk reference adalah dia guna APE ke APA? Sebab the last time I heard Dr. Neo kata guna
APA. Okay. Tadi I also mentioned tadi for this, starting this semester we will use IEEE style. Because sebenarnya kalau APA dia tak terlalu general. Kalau you tengok your citations, your journal, most of the journal dipakai IEEE. Okay, and for your work, sorry, sikit lagi. Okay, for your work, proposal, letter, you will go for technical paper, you will go for your thesis. Kalau kita nak publish dekat luar, bukan kat luar lah, nak publish kat mana-mana, normally we have to change on the citation style into IEEE. So IEEE dia lagi general, lagi ramai orang guna. So please use IEEE style. Okay, is there any other question? Ada soalan lagi? Tak ada? Adrian, siapa nama? Tak ada, sekejap kat bawah ni ada apa lagi? Sikit. Okay, this one is on conclusion. Action. Now what you have to do is you need to read. Not only read carefully, read to understand. Okay? And then you need to do analysis. Identify for good references. How to get for good references? The one is publish. Cari dekat Google Scholar at least. Bukan cari dekat Google sahaja. And objective, because you need to plan for your story. Your story meaning your literature review lah. Penceritaan for your own work. And then strategy include figures or table if necessary. Kalau tak perlu guna table atau figures orang, then tak perlu. Okay. And solutions, conduct active reading, meaning that when you get the paper, please read and understand. Okay, revisions, write the literature with confidence. Okay, itu sahaja. Ada soalan lagi tak? Awak tepuk nak suruh stop.
Balik. Cuba dah berapa dah? Okay, so saya nak clearkan sikit. By right, during briefing, I do mention that we gonna use APA style. Okay, so basically based on our meeting, okay, last 2 weeks, okay. So ahli mesyuarat berpendapat we have to stick to IEEE. There is a few reasons. First, because of tadi cakap on the most being used is IEEE, okay. And second thing is because we do have our own journal, which is journal mechanical, okay. So for those yang prepare technical report later, once after you go for final year project 2, okay, we can do submit to that particular journal, which is use IEEE. So by right, there is no modification needs to be done, okay, for the submission. So we can direct submit your technical report into the journal. Okay, so that will be the second reason why ahli mesyuarat pendapat kita stick to IEEE back. Okay, sebelum ni memang kita IEEE, tapi because of KP asked to change to APA, so I just okay tak apa, APA lah. But ahli mesyuarat tak berpendapat tak. Okay, so kita ikut ahli mesyuarat lah. So ahli mesyuarat kata we have to stick to IEEE. Okay, so clear? So in fact, dalam saya punya proposal report tu, revision 4 tu, saya dah clearly state that IEEE lah. In fact, later I will share some reference